All right. Uh, this is probably the third time trying to record this. Hoping it's working fine. Um, yeah. Uh, between dogs, cats, and other pets, I've had to restart this 3 times. Hopefully this works. All right. Okay. Today we are checking out the live stream that EW did on the new scopes. But after recording this, trying to record this 3 times, there's a lot more information I learned, and I'm excited. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
It was pretty game changing for a lot of us who like to use the calls. But wait, there's more. This is really cool. So we've teamed up with Fox Pro to make it a more authentic experience. And I, for one, I'm kind of pumped about this. Let me show you. We're going to get right into this, guys. We're not wasting any time. I want to show you all the stuff and things. I had my hands out there. I got to get rid of those. Okay. So, you've come to expect this, but yeah, I've already got it on the screen. I just think this is really cool. Now, there's a couple new additions to this collar, and I want you to see how this works. I'm on Hirsch, so I have options available, but most importantly, as you can see, you can now call two animals at once with this collar. And this is a real life edition, I believe. This is something I've never used this IRL, and I absolutely have to get my hands on one of these because it just seems like I need all the toys. Like, let's just be real about it. But being able to call two animals at once is kind of OP, depending what it is you're hunting and how you're making use of this. I can see this in being used in so many different ways, and our community found just how powerful this little toy is. And so that's kind of cool. It's easy to set up. You get her rocking, away she goes. Bada boom, bada bim. We do have these little UI elements to it now. Not entirely sure about that, but yeah, it's there. And it's going to call two at a time.
This was one of the things that I thought was actually pretty cool. Uh, I don't know how many of y'all actually used the collar before, but what I will say is that I think my volume needs to go down a little bit more. I think that's good. A little more. Okay. All right. I think that's better. Um, yeah. From what I've seen and with experience for me of using the electronic collar, I love the idea of a second call. There's been plenty of times I'll be out there hunting and I have the collar. I'm calling ducks, geese, anything like that, right? And there'll be another random species just pull up like a deer, I was hunting a turkey in the video and it was deer. Having a second call to try to pull them deers also. Now that is what I really like the idea of. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back into it.
But wait, there's more. This is a nice little touch. And, when we first released it, we heard a lot of folks complaining. They didn't like the calls. The calls are coming in. So we added a volume bar. Well, that's pretty cool. But did you know the real life counterpart? When you take a shot, and it's called the Fox Bag, it's kind of aptly named. I think that's pretty cool. It turns it off. So, like that, I mean, you just have to pull your little tool out, boom, boom, fire it right back on. But that is really, really cool. So with the inclusion of the Fox Fusion and the Fox Bang, this little toy, it just got a whole lot more valuable. Yeah. And they get me every time. Like, that's music to my ears. And we'll actually go and we'll take a look at what these look like because, well, we got something kind of cool. First, let's look at the night vision. Yes, we have the Angler, ode to our sister game, 4 to 8 by 100 night vision rifle scope. Now, I've never been a fan of night hunting. I didn't care for our existing night vision. It didn't have the magnification, right? It just wasn't quite there. And, there's a few things I think maybe down the road we'll look at, but right now, this is just so great to have this in game. Yes, yes. Let's go. I need to go. I need to. I need to go. I need to go into storage. Right. I need to go and take a look here. Let me introduce you to the please wait screen. Oh wait, that's the Gen Zero. I'm a little excited. All right. I love that we have this screen, and oh yes, you might have spotted something new on the left-hand side. This is equally as exciting. Hey, I know because I talk to a lot of you, and I know some of you are just like, take my money now. It's just they're spitting coffee all over the place, or tasty beverage of your choice if it's evening if you're overseas. But it's so cool
Mhm.
that we now have this in abundance. Um, yeah, it is hot, isn't it? Holy, I see. I knew you guys were gonna love this. Isn't that insane?
I'm looking at all the options there, and I'm really digging that one. The one he's on right now. I'm really digging that one. Uh, I don't know why. Difference. I guess it's just different. Um, and from what I can tell, there's a few different options here. It looks like we also have some like dots, some chevron arrows, and other things like that. So, I mean, in terms of what we'll have, we have options. So we'll have options. Uh, mm, they could add more in the future, which would be a good thing. They could not add more in the future, which it's still okay. Like I've been using the Hyperion. Other people, people love the Argus. I personally stick with Hyperion because I can't. I don't know. With the Argus, it's just I don't know. It's too much for me. It's like when y'all zoomed in and your shots are a little off. I'm used to Hyperion, so when I use the Argus, I'm missing shots, and call me lazy, I guess you could say. But I really, really love the Hyperion. So if I get to use and change the actual sight of the Hyperion to like one of these, especially like maybe this one right here, these on right now.
Now let's before I go to the what is arguably the star of the show. Let's take a look at
Yeah,
this.
the
I'm
new
I'm
ones.
going to say right now, this doesn't represent it. It's not the stick. Um, we had one scope that we could throw on to our 454, and it was awesome. It was really hard to beat. It reminded me a lot of a Hyperion for the handguns. But now we have the Hermes. This thing is it's lit. When you compare this to the existing, I'll show you, and you'll see. But it is, and of course, you have all your customizations you can use with it. But it's going to be a go-to, and it not only fits on your handguns, you can use it on your shotguns as well. Can I get a big flex in chat, please? Like that's
Uh, that's
I
gonna be
tip
awesome.
my hat in our dev's general direction. I love this. I absolutely love this. And there we go. 12 copes. 12 copes. I'm trying to cope with my reading this morning. 12 scopes in total. 5 paid, as I said, 7 included in the free patch. But you most likely already recognize them from different scopes in the game. Thank you. I'd buy the pack just for this. I truly would. Will this replace the Hyperion? I mean, for me, it already has. I've been messing with this for a while now.
Now this one I'm really excited for. 12 zoom. Oof. And it's not as bad as say Argus. This one's a 4 to 12 by 33. I think the Argus is a I think it's a I think that one's 550, and I guess it's because that little. I need a check. I'm not really too technical on scopes, but yeah, 4 to 12. I'm thinking 4 to 12 is the magnification, and by 33 is I guess the reticle size, 33 millimeter or something like that. And it's what I'm hoping, or someone's going to probably tell me what that is. I'll have to look down up here in a minute. But yeah, uh, the Hyperion, I believe, is a four. I believe it's about 42 from there. Yeah. is 542. This is 533, and the Argus is 550. So I don't know what that it actually means. Uh, but yeah,
But does it need to? No, the Hyperion is still absolutely cracked. There's not a massive difference between the two, but there are some differences, and you'll see them in the comparisons when we go side by side. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. Um, man, it's yeah, it's absolutely cracked. You know, it's got a really nice model on it. It kind of reminds me of my Leopold that I'm currently rocking, but you'll see when we put this through its paces what it's all about. It looks great with the different customizations. You know, we got the crossbow style here. I like the dots on it. It looks good. Whatever it is you prefer. You know, some people like that's like the lever action style. And I did see in chat these do not fit on the old school lever action scopes.
yeah, that's upsetting.
There's a possibility that if this scope pack goes over well, that we could see that more in the future. But we got a lot going on, and this is exciting stuff. So I hope you guys are happy. Buttercup, the old Hyperion.
Hmm.
I'm not meaning to go to that one. Here's where I wanted to go. There it is. Are you
What?
ready now? I'm just gonna say it's daytime, so it's gonna be really bright.
Oh,
Okay, so
avert
please
your eyes. Flashbang warning.
turn your screen, adjust your screen brightness. You've been warned. It's a little bright. Although we're lucky, we got some overcast. That's the devs playing with their controls right now. They're about to send an eclipse in just for this segment of the show. All right, here it is,
Um,
baby. Let's go. It is bright. It is bright, but the
I'm loving that it's got that nice blue hue to it.
magnification, it just absolutely gets you spot on. It is a massive improvement. Hold on, do I have currently? I think I had. Hold on, let me just cycle through. I think I had. Here it is. Here's the existing compared to the new. Now, both are at max magnification, and
And
this
I
was the
will.
problem. You were at 150 meters with this thing, and it was tough. It was tough. It was the same as the magnification as the Ascent, the start.
Now I'm gonna up here. You'll see I have put a side by side comparison, and you can see why I'm loving the blue hue a little more. It's I don't know. It feels more clear. So yeah.
Scope. Wasn't a big fan of it myself, and therefore I really didn't do much night hunting. But this actually really increases your visibility. It increases it a lot. It actually makes it easier on your eyes, at least for me. I was very sensitive to the other one. I love this. I've had a chance to get out there, stretch my legs. The one downside, and I'm just being, you know, this is the creator in me, almost like I'm commenting, like maybe I shouldn't. I'm commenting like a creator here. But the thickness on this one, this is why I didn't use the Argus. But it's just too handy and has too much usefulness to care. You know, they can narrow me right down and I'd still be using this. I can't wait to go for a night hunt and really get the feel with you guys. I've poked around with it a little myself on Tia Aurora, funny enough. I just, yeah, and so I want to play around with this one. It's pretty cool. It's big. It's big, yes. You know, when you're laying down, you know, you're really noticing it, but you still got your full visibility. I like that they've adjusted the scale in your field of view. But yeah, it's fantastic. There you go. So that's the night vision. So our existing, what most would say is the Metascope, you know, it gets you a close enough view, no matter the render. It's clear. You've got peripheral vision, which is what I like about it. That's right. Well, they outdid me. They outdid it. They outdid my
Here we go.
expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, the Odin. Just check that out. Like it's such a subtle change, but it's so huge. It's such a massive change. Look at your peripheral. Look at how it sucks in. I'm never setting this thing down. I'm never putting this down. This thing is absolutely off the rails. Oh, I should have showed you that. I'm using this table because, well, you can see how well it zooms in. So we can't quite get the full table quite in the lines. I know it's good, isn't it? And if we look at the Hyperion, right? there's a big difference in the magnification, and I just think that it. I don't want to say goodbye to the hype period.
I
We've had a
don't
great
either.
run, you and me. Honestly, it's been a great run, and you've meant so much to me. But I'm moving on. I'm moving on because this. Oh god, it's just
This.
yeah. Everything about it. If you compare even here, it's very similar on the flare. Although I kind of really like this line. This thing's awesome. There was a time when it was, for some reason, my favorite look back in the day, running with the 454 out with that little scope that was on there. But it doesn't quite compare to that. It's just, it's just a little thicker. And now there's anything wrong with thicker. It's literally the Odin on the handgun. It's awesome, and it's got some great zoom. The optics are all the favorite creators are in here. Well, we all like to get together every now and then, and this is a good enough reason to do so.
Uh, so now we get a look at what it's going to be at nighttime. So let's get into this.
The old night vision scope looks like something from the '90s. I mean, you're not wrong. Now we can change the bears back tonight. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, so you can't see much, right? And then we've got the old version, which isn't bad, you know? And then we got our new toy baby. Come on now.
Oh,
Look at that.
definitely,
That's just
definitely love
fantastic.
that.
I don't think I can actually get that anyways. This guy's going to walk right up. Give me a nice little shot.
Now, if you really look in and tell, you can really see the detail on the animal itself. You can really see the individual like color patterns on the animal, and that is what I'm looking for. I feel, now don't get me wrong, not sure on how accurate this is going to be, but hunting at night, you don't really know what you're looking at until you shoot it and harvest it. There's been times where I've shot, killed, bad shots, like just to get it down, and it was a melanistic, and the shot placement was so bad, it ended up being a low scoring melanistic. Granted, still melanistic, still placed it, but score rating on it was just a thing for me. But here, I feel like if it, you should be able to tell the difference between, say, a normal uh, normal fur patterned black bear and melanistic might not be the best terms of an example, but I feel like there will be a different tone of like the black coloration of the melanistic fur, and it would be easier for you to see with said the scope. Now that is going to be a big thing for me.
Appreciate you, kind sir. Lay down, son. All right. As you can see, it's a massive improvement.
But I think we're gonna go ahead and end this one here, and yeah, and I'll catch y'all next one.